A lot's been going on behind the scenes, unfortunately, not as a team, but I know the directors have been working really hard, and the board have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to stabilise the ship, as they'd say, which is essential for all the clubs during this time. So a lot of work has been done behind the scenes to make sure Glentoran is going to come out of this in a better way.
And there's a lot of negotiations with the league, and what was your view on that and how everything panned out?
Look, the reality is, look, it's past, and we don't want to dwell on it. The decisions were made, whether we agree or disagree with those. The decisions were made, and now my complete thinking is about the future. We're only thinking about the Irish Cup and going into next season. That's it. There's no point wasting time over things that have passed. So our sole energy, sole focus, if you want to call it that, is what's coming in the next few weeks and the next few months.
And obviously we're back training at the Oval now. What's it been like in a sort of a COVID environment almost at the Oval? What sort of preparations has there been put in place? Any new measures sort of?
Yeah, there's been a lot of new measures. I mean, we have to abide by the protocols laid out by the executive and by the IFA, and we've done that. Thankfully the people around here, the volunteers, the board, the staff have been excellent. The players have been superb. So just a strange environment, but people adapt and we do whatever we can, and we're doing that. And to be honest, it's an exciting time to have the people back on the pitch again, have everybody together, everybody's healthy, and hopefully we can maintain that.
What was it like getting the boys back? Is it almost like sort of pre-season now, or were they had their own fitness routines when they were off? What was it like?
I mean, the players varied what they did. They were working alone. Some came back in really good shape, some came back not so good shape, but that's why we have a pre-season. So we've worked really hard. The players have put a lot of effort in, a lot of commitment. It's not easy to get up here, 2, 3, 4 days, whatever we need to be, but they've bought into it. They've worked really hard. We continue to work hard, and that's all we ask at the end of the day. When you're a Glentoran player, you have to work to earn that, first of all, earn that jersey, and when you get that jersey, to keep it. So the players know they have to work to keep it.
And under 2 weeks now to the Irish Cup semi-final, you're working towards that. What's that going to be like? Not just as a game against a good Irish League side, but almost a spectacle with no fans there as well.
Look, it'll be strange for a moment. I've played in closed door environments before, and it's strange, but players still have to perform their role. The way they have to look at it is, I still have the same role to do at the same moments of the game, so nothing changes for them. Of course, the energy from the fans gives you a lift. You feel that passion, you feel the energy, and it does give you a boost at certain times. It ebbs and flows back and forth, so yeah, that will be missing. The people at home likely won't notice much. I'm not sure if they're going to have sound dubbed in over it or not, but the fans at home will have a chance to watch an Irish Cup semi-final and final live on TV, which is brilliant for them. Look, I think the reality is we can't go back until it's, as the phrase is, until it's safe to do so. And there's been talk around the league that teams do not want to go back until we have 50% capacity. Obviously that varies from team to team. I would say realistically, what are we looking at? Maybe late September could be an option with some fans, but again, that's in the hand of the gods at the minute. You see in other countries there's been sort of second waves, and so I predict with the current status the way it is, it could be mid to late September, latest October. That's obviously, if we don't have a second wave, that could happen. If we do, who knows what will happen. We're just looking forward to getting back.
And obviously we were in the house for a while, for a couple of months. Did you miss it? Did you miss coming to the Oval, being with the players?
You know what? I did. It's been the longest period I've been at home in probably over a decade. I enjoyed the time at home because I've been travelling so much for 25 years. And I've never really had even a couple of weeks off. So to have 2.5, 3 months where I could actually sit back and look back on things, and look back on our games, look back on our season, look back over other seasons I've been involved in. It was good to spend time with the family as well. So used the time as best I could, and I'm hoping that other people used it as wisely and didn't find it too stressful. I know that's not exactly the case. I know there was people suffering, so we have to think about them as well. But me personally, I managed to get through it as hopefully as best I could.
And obviously this sort of set the whole nation back, it set football back. Is there any particular opportunities with the moment we're in that Glentoran Football Club can benefit from?
Well, I think the benefit could be any time you go through a situation like this, there's always new ideas that will come out of it. And from a football perspective, there's probably will be new ideas that will come out of this in terms of training. I think you'll see teams in England, the more full-time environments, whether it be England, Italy, there are probably going to be articles written in the coming months about what they did, you know, the small group training, the small group conditioning. So I think you'll see some new ideas coming out of this in terms of the football. In terms of a club, behind the scenes and what we've been working on in terms of the directors, and you know, we're trying to get our aspects of behind all non-football stuff organised, and they've done really well at that. You know, making sure that the club is safe financially, making sure from a business standpoint there's ideas moving forward. Our media coverage has been excellent over the lockdown, which helped, I think, tremendously to keep our fans engaged. So we have big ideas with that moving forward from a social media standpoint, a media standpoint, to engage not only the fans but the community, and also the media outlets that do support our club. You know, whether that be newspapers or websites, we have to learn how to embrace them as well. So I think there's been a lot of good work done at Glentoran, and we know that'll translate into good performances on the pitch moving into next season.